Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very, very special CryptoKnights AMA. You are joined here today by me, Kenny, and Joseph of the Right Stream team, and we're very, very, very privileged to welcome the Skillful AI team, who are going to be one of the projects joining us on the CryptoKnights Shark Tank Web3 show. We're very excited to have them. So welcome, Zoltan, JD, Emmanuel. Welcome, guys. Tell us about yourself.
Hey guys, glad to be here. Yeah. Who wants to start, guys?
Who wants to jump in first?
I think we're letting people stream in. I think people are still coming in, right, Kenny?
Yeah, they're coming in now, but yeah, it's
so usually it takes a few minutes to come in. You know, I'm checking it is working on all the other streams as well, so that's fantastic. All right.
I see it on Twitter now, so it's see.
Hey guys, hello.
Hey everyone, say hi. Casey is here again.
He is here. So, he already wrote up his questions already.
A lot of questions. Okay. All right, guys, Zoltan, Emmanuel, JD, come give a quick intro by yourselves.
Absolutely. So let me go first in this case.
Sure.
Well, my name is Emmanuel. I have been a machine learning engineer for about 9 years so far. I'm super passionate about technology in general, but especially machine learning, AI, and crypto. So I started my career path working for big corporations. I used to work at Intel, then I transitioned to Apple. When I was working there, I realized that I want to do something impactful for the world. So I started brainstorming different ideas that can actually have a positive impact. And I guess that the stars align a little bit because I met these guys. I met Sultan, JD, Stanley, and we decided to found Skillful AI. We are super passionate and committed to bring decentralized AI to the masses. And that's what we are doing. We are enjoying a lot this journey. Obviously, there are a lot of challenges, but we are enjoying it a lot, as I said, and just super happy and grateful to be here.
Nice.
I'll go next. Okay. We can save the big one, the CEO.
Yeah,
right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zoltan. I'm the CEO of Skillful AI. We are the founders along with these guys, and then also Stanley, who was not able to join it this time. Generally, my background is in business. And then I transitioned to, I'm also a technology advocate, and I'm just passionate about technologies and new technologies in general. So after just being in business and business development, I transitioned to R&D, and I also completed, so I actually have a degree in blockchain technologies. I've worked in and headed up several divisions in a number of companies, leading teams, researching blockchain technologies in, for example, in energy, in supply chain and all of those things. And then we were all part of this program where I met these amazing guys, and then we formed this team. And then we're basically sharing the same passion for making a significant impact on the world. And then this is how we arrived to Skillful AI. And then we're going to talk about the rest later a bit.
Yeah, can't wait. JD, how about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm the CMO. My background is, marketing, but I've been involved in crypto for a long time now. Discovered crypto since 2016. Discovered it through trading. So even though if my background is marketing, I've been involved in crypto for different things. Trading, I've been in trading floors. I've been also OTC deals as well. Marketing obviously with different projects. So I've seen a lot of the space. I've seen a lot of changes. How it has evolved to the point that it is now. It's actually lovely to see how we have progressed so much these years, where the industry is now, where it's going. So when I met the guys, last year, they had already started Skillful AI. It was something that to me really, what the idea they shared to me, what we're building now, it made so much sense to me. I was really excited to join the team. But yeah, we'll talk about exactly what we're doing, where we're going in a bit.
Nice. When I first met these guys, so we have people streaming in now. I think we got the numbers are picking up nicely. Um, when we met these guys the first time, I think I met Stanley, right? Stanley's not here today, right?
Yeah.
And he explained to me the project, and I thought you guys were literally insane. You know that I thought this project, how can it be done? You know, I was like, this is insane. You do it. He was explaining me some scenarios. I'm excited that to introduce this to our community. I think they'll be quite happy to find out what you guys are up to. But let me quickly introduce about CryptoKnights, because I think we have some from your community as well here, and they're probably wondering what is CryptoKnights about. Okay, so I'll just give a quick introduction. Oh yeah, we got a screen here, right? So CryptoKnights is going to be a Shark Tank of crypto with a twist. Okay, it's slightly different from Shark Tank, but the concept is there. Our goal is to get the so-called best of the best, in our opinion, what we're doing. I mean, it's been really challenging, but I think I classify Skillful as really among the best. Okay, the startups that we're seeing for 2024. And the idea is that they have to convince the knights, who are the judges, the influencers, and the crypto community, that they're worthy to be crowned the ultimate series winner. We're talking to Amazon Prime, we're talking to HBO, we're talking to some of the biggest streaming platforms and networks out there. We're pitching the story to them. We pretty much have one of the biggest ones confirmed already, but we can't announce it yet. All right, guys, but negotiations are still going on, planning is still going on. So you will hear from us soon. But let me just give you a bit of background. You know, I want to just use this part because people are still coming in. So let's just give a bit of background, and then we'll go into Skillful AI once a lot more people are in. Can you go to the next? I'm the one controlling. What am I talking
You're the one
about?
controlling it, my friend.
I'm controlling it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next slide. And I can't find the slide because now I found it. Okay. So a bit of background, right? There are two companies here. There's Alt-Rights and there's RightStream. Okay. Right. Alt-Rights is, these are two sister companies. All right. Alt-Rights is a Web2 company. RightStream is a Web3 company. We're working together, pretty much overlapping teams. The CEO is Riaz Mehta, and he's an Emmy-nominated producer. Alt-Rights is a B2B company. We buy and sell content to Netflix, HBO, Amazon, all these guys, right? And we buy content from creators. Okay, we help them do distribution all over the world and monetize their content, all right? And we started RightStream as a way to solve two big pain points in the industry. So the creators can come in here and do a crowdfunding. Think of it as a launchpad for film and TV. So they can do the crowdfunding and they get full autonomy on their IP and their story, and they also get a bigger upside when they bring the finished product or show to the networks, rather than getting investment from them and selling out on the story, selling out on their future income. We are also a production company. Okay, so these are some of the productions that we've done. Okay, The Apartment, The Biggest Loser, The Challenger, The Contender, right? The Challenger won the Asian TV Awards in January of this year. We beat MasterChef Malaysia, we beat Survivor Australia, and they had 10 times the budget we had. Like I said, our team is Emmy nominated. We've won TV awards, all kinds of stuff. Our shows have been in all the best channels. We have the network, we have the distribution. And now we're doing this show, right? I can't show you more slides. Sorry, guys. I have to go back. We're doing the show CryptoKnights. Okay. And like I said, it was really, really exciting. We've done some early test filming. Okay. This is a pre-production filming. And we had the Skillful team and Stanley in particular coming in. And we did some early filming with him. So we're going to show you guys some early footage a bit later into this. I want to wait till more people come in. That's the introduction to us, RightStream and CryptoKnights. The actual filming of the show will start in May, which is next month, and the studio filming will be in June, fingers crossed, and we aim to get this show released in Q3 of this year. Okay, so it's really exciting times. From there, I think I will go back and we'll talk about the Skillful team. I'm losing myself. I'm having so many screens. There we go. All right, Kenny, you can stop
Did you
sharing
find
the
us?
screen. Yeah, I found you guys. I was a bit lost. So I think we got a whole bunch of people here. Anyway, let's start with Skillful, right? Uh, guys, why don't you let everyone know a little bit about your project or what you guys are doing?
Okay, so I'm going to start here, and then I'll let the guys explain some of the details as well. So in general, in Skillful AI, what we are building is a complete ecosystem of AI tools. So what we wanted to do here, changing the initial plans from just going after one or two specific niches, we really opened this up. And what we are doing now is basically bringing a whole ecosystem, as I mentioned, of tools and enabling the people to really bring their real world skills into the AI and into the AI and digital realm. Meaning that if you have any digital product or any skills and knowledge on our platform, the users are going to be able to capture that and create their own assistants in a secure way. And also we'll be able to monetize those skills. So for example, if you are a marketer, just keep that example since I just like looked at JD's thing. If you're a marketer and you have a specific knowledge in your industry, for example, you would be able to come into, or you will be able to come into the Skillful AI platform, and you would be able to build your assistant, connecting all the tools that you are using, all the workflows, uploading your data, and all of these things, create an assistant that does the specific task that you would be doing, the way that you would be doing them. And that will be captured basically in an NFT, and it can be either resold or rented by other people. It can be just a one-off for yourself to use. And then essentially that's a high level look of what are we going to be doing. There's also a lot of products to it, what we can share, and they're going to be keep coming. So there's going to be a marketplace for it. There's going to be also a token that we're going to be talking, I guess, a bit later. It's going to be available very, very soon. But in general, we're going to be enabling people to capture their real world skills and make them work for it. So the idea behind this, we were using AI tools. We all started using them, and then the more we use them, we're finding the answers in ChatGPT, for example. We notice that it's obviously getting smarter, giving us better results, but we are not actually getting anything from the knowledge that we are sharing. Like, for example, it might be a marketing plan, for example, in that case. And then when we get an answer and then you're further refining it, you're basically giving away your like little nuanced knowledge there. But then you are basically just giving it away essentially to this centralized entity. And then, it's probably going to be probably it's going to be reused somewhere. And that's what was the first idea that brought this platform to life. And I'm just going to let the guys to explain further details here.
Can I say something first? So when I first heard this, right? So the understanding that you have this kind of drag and drop system, and we're going to show it a little bit later because we did some filming with Stanley. Like I said, everyone, we did some early thing, some early sizzle reel, and I'm going to show that later. All right, but he said that you can create like virtual assistants and agents, and even like drag and drop interface where you can create these the salespeople even or support people that can kind of take over the mundane everyday job from you and deal with people in a way that you don't even know it's an AI. Is that true?
It is. It is. We are targeting both sides. Non-technical users are also developers. But to answer your question, let's suppose that there is a non-technical user. They will be able to take advantage of this drag and drop interface that will consist of building blocks that will have under the hood the models, the tools, the skill set, the custom knowledge that will enable them to ensemble an assistant that has been customized to take care of specific tasks that this particular user usually deals with in a daily basis. And also, if he is able to ensemble an assistant that is solving his needs, there are high chances that it also will be able to solve other user needs, and that's where the marketplace comes in. So this user will be able to put the assistant in our marketplace. Other users will be able to rent it, lease it, or buy it directly.
Then how does your, sorry, because you're Web3, right? I have to ask about this. How does the token play into this?
GD, you want to go
Okay.
token, or
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
I
I
do it?
was
Yeah.
muting.
He's ready to go. All right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
token really has a bunch of different functions here, especially at the beginning of the platform. As you know, like we're releasing a whole
JD, your
ecosystem.
voice is a bit soft. It's a bit soft. Are you guys hearing?
Can you hear me all right?
It's a bit,
Just-
yeah.
Okay, maybe a little bit quiet. I don't know, but
Yeah,
Is it better
just
now?
speak up. All right.
Let me adjust the mic here.
there you
better
go.
now?
Perfect. That's
Good
much
now.
better.
Yeah, it's good now, yeah.
Cool.
Better. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So like since we're not releasing just one single product, it's a whole lineup of the whole AI ecosystem. So especially at the beginning, it's gonna play an important role for the people that have already access to it, because the holders of Sky are the ones that are gonna have a chance to start like testing the platform, have early access when it's like limited to a few spots. Right now have like the AI builder, for example, is just open to a few people that we've selected as part of our marketing and quests that we're doing. But later on, once the token goes live, only those holders will be having that chance of start using the platform. Part of it actually is that as you start using our early versions of our platform, we're going to start implementing a few user incentives and some points there for the people that are testing that, because we're going to use that data to start using our own AI that we're building as well. So it's going to be like a community trained LLM. So they're going to have a chance of like voting into like what data they want to start implementing to that own AI. Pretty much adjusted to the community's needs. Also like access to the platform, and then later on as well, for stakers, they're going to have a chance to get a percentage of the revenue generated by the platform in the B2B deals that we'll be doing. So to me, that's attractive because it's a chance for you to get like second rewards with revenue that is actually coming from a place, an existing place has real value. It's not like we're just printing a token, extra tokens, and it's inflationary and we're just giving it to people. It's actually coming from what the platform is generating. So that's pretty much a quick summary of.
Let me add
what it has.
something. Let me add something here, if you don't mind, because there are other use cases that I'm particular super passionate about it. You know that when you train an LLM in this case, those models are basically biased based on the information that was used for training, right? So depending on the data that you are using for training, you are teaching the model certain concepts. And this in general, it's good, but there are certain topics that could be a little bit sensitive. So there could be certain communities or DAOs that will require like custom models where they actually control the data that has been used for training the model. Because basically the data is like the source of truth. So if you are not using the right data, you are probably teaching the model the right truths. And in this particular case, the token holders could decide what information is being used for training certain models. So let's say that there is a decentralized autonomous organization. They want to train their own model, and they can enable a voting system where people that actually hold Sky tokens will vote on what information is used for training that particular model. And in that case, this DAO could assemble their own set of assistants by using this model as their base brain. And yeah, so I'm particularly passionate on enable people to decide what information is used for training models, because at the end of the day, that's what controls what the model learns.
Interesting. So you guys are going to be on the show, right? You're going to be on the show, and this show is going to go out to, because we're going to be on a major streaming platform, it's going to go out to over hundreds of millions of households, right? And one of the big things is, how do we get a complex story like this and explain it in the simplest possible way for the users? And that's something that's going to be really challenging, because a lot of the users are going to be Web2 users. And I spoke to Zoltan about it, spoke to Stanley about it, and they did some early filming, like I said, with Sam, our producer, and I think they were able to get that done get that story out as simple as possible. But we're going to have to keep grilling you guys, right? And that's the thing with the other projects as well. I think there's one project we did for 4 or 5 hours, simplify the story. Try again, try again, try again. I was saying, like, explain to me like I'm a 4-year-old. Explain it to me. And finally, they were able to get it. So I think one of the best things about this exercise is that it also forces you guys a chance to explain this so simply, And I think that's going to be really, really important if it's going to go out there. And I know Web2 audiences are going to hear this and find out about what you guys are doing, The other thing is that, since more and more people are coming in right now, right? Let's talk about the launch, right? The token launch. When is the token launch going to happen? If you have any concrete plans?
Yes, we do. We do. I can't tell you the exact date yet. It's gonna be in the next few weeks already, by the look of it. We still have to drop the pin or when that is exactly, but it's probably gonna be very soon. I mean, we can say like within a month is pretty soon. Something along those lines. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that means when the episode comes out, it already happened, huh? The token will be launched already.
Yeah. That's the plan.
All right. Awesome. Okay, since we have quite a few people here, what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to play the sizzle reel. Okay, so those who missed it in the beginning and wondering what is a sizzle reel, I'll explain. Okay, a sizzle reel is a pre-production filming, early filming, just to show a synopsis of the show to the networks that we're going to distribute it to, so they can get some sense and some idea. It's done on green screen. It's done on. There isn't like fancy visual effects. We don't have a proper voiceover guy. I'm giving a whole bunch of disclaimers, okay? And it's done before any studio work is done. Okay, so we've selected 3 projects to be on the sizzle reel, and one of them was Skillful. Okay, and this reel I'm going to show you right now, it's only including Skillful AI, Stanley. He was in that reel, and then we'll have some of the judges. Okay, there is a female judge in that reel, but she's actually not going to be on the show. That's why our community is listening to this as well, guys. We didn't announce her because she's actually not going to be on the show. All right, but don't be alarmed when you see this. Okay, I think Kenny, maybe you can start playing it right now.
I'll pop it up now.
Yep.
The blockchain and crypto revolution is fundamentally changing the world as we know it. The top entrepreneurial forces from the cryptoverse are on a mission to bring the best projects to life for the better of humanity. Universally, they are known as the CryptoKnights. Entrepreneurial titan Magnus Greinland, Harvard grad who went to school with Zuckerberg. Crypto visionary Jay Dow. This man has done it all and is a total legend in blockchain. Forbes 40 Under 40, Brian D. Evans. His millions of followers on social rely on him for his invaluable advice.
What I'm really excited about with CryptoKnights is the world to finally learn about blockchain, crypto, Web3, NFTs, and really educate them about what's going on. So essentially, this is like Shark Tank for the future with crypto and Web3.
I grew up in New Zealand, a place called Waihi in the Northern Island, and it was a gold mining town. I ended up finding my feet in the blockchain area. We're seen as like a boy wonder. We're giving everyday users the building blocks and the instructions to build their own custom AI agents.
What makes your product unique?
Ownership. The users of our platform will own their data.
CryptoKnights brings a sense of adventure, a buzzing social following, and high production value to create a one-of-a-kind series with a truly global appeal.
Valuation is about $25 million.
Very into this project, and I like to invest.
That's incredible.
Let's go!
There we go. So, yeah. So we send this to the networks, and for them to evaluate and have a look. And let me tell you, right, these guys were totally shocked, right? They didn't know crypto projects were like this. They had no idea. Okay, it was really truly an eye opener for them. They're like, wow, we didn't know that projects in crypto could be like this. It could be so relevant, so useful, and so, I mean, because they have a weird impression of crypto, right? They wanted all the judges to come out on Lambos and private jets and all that kind of thing, and they think anybody in crypto is probably going to be like, if it was not for crypto, you'd probably be in jail or drugged out somewhere, doing nothing in life, right? So this insane impression of the world. But once they saw this, they were like, wow, this is so exciting, so amazing. So they love the reel. So that's good news. Okay, that was really, really good news. And like I said, so things are moving really, really fast. And Stanley did a fantastic job. How many hours was he filmed? How many hours was he with Sam?
Well, it was probably like 4 hours, something like that. It was pretty long time. And also, it's a funny story because he flew from New Zealand all the way
Yes.
to, I think he was filming in LA, right? Not in San Francisco like the other guys. He was filming in LA. And the next evening, or like on the day of the filming, he flew back already. It was like around the globe, really, in like
that was that
a
was
day.
real.
Yeah.
Stanley literally flew all the way from New Zealand to LA to take that thing.
Yeah.
And I was telling him it was San Francisco, right? And it was last minute change to LA. Poor thing. But yeah, he did a fantastic.
Yeah, but it's like that, yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna be there too as well, Sultan, but
well, there was the plan, but yeah, it just didn't work out that way, and then he had to go by himself, but yeah, he managed it.
Right.
So good. He said he loved it as well, by the way.
Yeah. It's hard, right? Like so many hours of filming, and then we can only take like a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle with this, right? It's a lot of work. But to everyone who watched, right, a little bit about the format. You saw that we cut away to different parts of the world. We're actually going to have what we call reality filming, which means that we're going to be having a camera crew with the projects everywhere in the world. So with Skillful, they're going to have something in Poland, right, in Warsaw, right?
Yeah.
We're still trying to arrange the crew to meet them in Warsaw, I think, middle of May. I'm not going to reveal the dates, right? And some of the crew, they're going to be in South Africa, some of the projects in South Africa, some of them in US, some in UK, some in Asia. So we're going to have camera crew all over the world and give the audience a backstory to get to know the projects a little bit better. Not just go up there and pitch, you know what I'm saying? But also get to know them, see them at work, see them at play, get a little bit of backstory about what's going on with them, so you can really deeply connect with the project and also get a deeper understanding of the project. And that's what we feel is going to be really important if it's going to be a large Web 2 audience, right? And we look at the audience, the data, audience data, we're looking at people who are curious about crypto, people who like Shark Tank shows, people who like reality shows, people who like science and innovation shows, of course, the crypto crowd, right? So there's going to be about 5 or 6 different target audiences that we're going to try to hit, and like I said, first it's going to go out on a streaming platform. After that, we're going to broadcast it to about 20-30 channels, local and regional channels worldwide, and these get about 200-300 million households, okay? And they're going to broadcast the episodes on reruns, on repeats for the next 3 to 5 years. So season 1 is going to go on for 3 to 5 years, and they'll be seeing Stanley and Zoltan and the team, for the next 3 to 5 years. So I told the team, make sure that when we film you, right, you have a strong call to action. So when people watch you, they can do something and, take a strong action, right?
Yeah.
So that's good, right? So I've been talking too much. You guys want to say something? Anything to add?
No, I'm excited. It was my first time seeing that reel. It was fun to see Stanley there. Because we've been discussing about this reel for a few days now. Like, we open a meeting and the people that have seen it is like, oh, it looks great, man. And I'm like, am I the only person that hasn't seen it? So really happy to see it now. I'm really excited for the show. Like you said, like the whole team is gonna be in Poland. I think it's the first time that we're gonna meet like the whole team at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to it. And now it's gonna be part of the show. So honestly, really looking forward to it. Seems like it's gonna be a really great one.
Oof, it's going to be
Yeah.
insane, right? Because we have some big news coming up, guys. So just stay tuned. A lot of negotiations are happening behind the scenes with networks, with certain people, and this is going to be great. But I want to talk about Skillful AI again. And I'm just reading through, some of your highlights, right? It says here, right, 2,000 public signups in less than 1 week for combined total interest of $8 million. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, there was actually closer to 10 after we counted it, because we just didn't have enough time, and when that info went out. But basically what happened is we timed this fundraising round for those like opening those rounds perfectly. Actually, we were kind of planning on it, partly lucky, part of counting on it. So I guess it just worked out pretty well. So we filled up these rounds with mainly like individuals, some VCs in like the later rounds, but lots of individuals as we planned. So just people reached out to us, giving us the information and interest first, and then we were kind of like picking the people who were able to take part in the rounds. And yeah, so these were pretty much the numbers. So the field this round, we didn't raise a lot of money, because this wasn't an equity raise, by the way. So it was just like a token pre-sale, essentially. And we just filled it out so quick. There was a huge interest. We got really good feedback from everyone. We also have another sale coming up for our community, close one, and then JD can talk about it in a bit and details of that. We almost have a date for that, I believe, as well. But essentially, yeah, that's what happened. It was like an overwhelming success, and then we just closed it in a blink of an eye. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that you closed it, like the seed and the private, within like 5 days.
Yeah,
right?
it was. Yeah, it was just overflowing. And the funny story is that we weren't planning to do it for another week, and I was going for a ski trip with my family. So the whole thing actually started when I was in my car. I opened up the laptop. I saw all these people coming in, and I got to. And it's not like I'm complaining; it's all great. But I opened up my laptop on the way there, and everything was filled. Like it was Saturday, from Saturday, basically trip plan. And by the time we were coming back, everything was filled, and I got to ski for like 3 hours whole week, something like that. And I was just on course, and so it's just a funny, it's just
so sad.
funny time in general. But it was really good. Yeah.
Nice. Tell us about your investors. Who are your top investors and how have they helped you?
Well, we got actually lots of people in. We got about 14 VCs there. A few that I would highlight probably, and not just the VCs. So we got, for example, some of the bigger names that are like KOLs. We got Alex Becker with us as an investor. He's part of one of the rounds, and he's also one of our advisors as well. We got London Rio Ventures with us that are Brian Rose, might be a name they know. We got the Zephyrs guys. We got a few DAOs. We got an AI research group as well. It's a group of 12 individuals really that are putting out academic research on AI, and they came in. They called AMA the research. They're also part of us. But then for the next round, so these are like kind of smaller VCs, and they also had like limited allocation as well. What we really wanted to make sure is we spread this out as much as possible, so we don't have all these 500,000, 1 million tickets that normally other projects have. So that successfully happened as well. And then we kind of seeing this large oversubscription and demand from the community. What you just mentioned before, we actually decided to change things up. Like, being the whole mission is empowering the people and just being part of people and giving them a tool not to be left behind by technology. Essentially, we decided to mix things up a bit. So we got a large chunk of our strategic route, like 90% of it, and we actually gonna do a community sale for our community. as well. And then I don't know if JD wants to give some details on that of how that's gonna work. But yeah, we just change things up, and instead of bringing like large companies in that been successful many times before, we would like to give this to as many people as possible.
Yeah, for sure. So let me mention a bit about the community, and now back to your ski trip story as well. Like, it's like one of those social media things. Like, like you always hear it from people. Like you're always like posting and posting and posting your content for like a long time until one day it hits. It was kind of like something like that. Um, you know, we have like these quests on a platform called Zili that have like to get like the community to engage with us, like get us to spread the word. Like there's like some community rewards there, like just like a little side note, because people are always asking like, what's XP for? Like, is this ending with the community round? Like, there are some community rewards there like are tied to that XP. So if you guys are listening, you can kind of add 2 and 2 together, figure what that means for the future. Like have a token coming up. Not gonna say much on that, but trying to make it obvious here. So yeah, like I remember one of those nights I saw like Alex Baker made a tweet about AI. He's just talking about like AI and blockchain and all that stuff. So I made a quest to just like, we didn't have that many people back then, but we had like a decent amount. And made a quest to go like talk about Skillful, talk about what we're building there. That was late at night. Wake up and I just open Twitter and I see the account like just popping. I was like, well, I guess like some people saw the stuff and it's looking nice, cool, that worked. And then I just started going through notifications. So it's like Alex actually saw the project, responded to one of our tweets, and it was like a day and night situation with like the amount of like exposure the account got, like how many people discovered Skillful AI. So our whole round, like we had a pre-sale, pretty much like a whitelist form for our token in the site, and that got filled in a matter of hours, really. So it was like we had just like completed seed a bit before that. So I'm sorry, Angel, and seed and private. Like I was trying to make announcements to try to keep up of like, oh, we're just gonna send an email, then open the next round first. Like everything got filled in hours. So that's why we decided to, like Sultan said, open a community round, because we had like many people that joined the Discord, started engaging with us, like community, want to give them a chance as well. Like it's for the people. So we have a campaign right now about it. Like actually, if you're seeing this live, you still have time to go. If you're part of Skillful, just go hit the link in our bio, complete the quest. This is quite simple. Just complete the quest to have. You'll get whitelisted for this community round. You'll get a chance at a decent sized location to participate in getting some sky. We're gonna be doing this community round and Certify. Actually, we're also gonna be doing an IDO there, but this is separated from that. It's like an additional one. So all you gotta do is complete KYC to Certify and complete our quest, and you're good to go. You'll have a chance to earn some sky before launch. So pretty soon.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Don't miss out, guys. Before we go on to the community questions, I have one question first. And Kenny, if you have anything, you can pop a question in. But how far away are you from the product being live?
That's probably, well, yeah, it's probably a CTO question, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, we are targeting to build a huge ecosystem, right? So the best way to do this is going by stages. So right now we actually have an alpha product which is being tested by certain users, where they can find around 100 different models. So they are able to compare the model performance. Some models are good for copywriting, other models are good for complex reasoning, other models are good for a bunch of different use cases. So right now we have that product live only for a select amount of testers, and we are actually building quite fast. Our team has grown a lot in the last couple of weeks. We are planning to have the full ecosystem by the end of the year. Probably it will be at some point on Q4 this year. So, but it's not that we're going to wait until that to launch the product, right? We're going to go by stages. And I would say that in amount of weeks, users will be able to start interacting with our first products.
All right. I think what will be good for the show if you can have is it something we can show people, so people can see, right, and really understand what's the use case and see it visually. If you saw the sizzle reel earlier, right, we saw Stan talking and we saw that graphic going in. That was a video from you guys, right? I think we really want to go heavy into that and explaining and showing people visually. Do you think we will go into more detail when filming starts?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. That'll be great.
Yeah, we are definitely preparing something cool for that. And in just general, so we're probably gonna be there by then to be able to show something on that front as well.
That'll be nice. Okay, Kenny, questions or should we take the community stuff?
Well, we don't want to keep them waiting. I can see a bunch have already come up from people from our community I recognize already.
Yes.
Easier being our main bastion of questions there.
So, guys, just want to give you another disclaimer. Our community likes to ask tough but very good questions. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get good questions.
They're not trying to cut. They just want to understand. All right. So we can start. Right. Kenny, pick one.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. We'll go. Shall I just go from top to bottom? We'll just do it that way.
It's a tradition to start with Kezia. All right. It's
All
the
right,
tradition now to start our questions with Kezia because he's always asking questions. He's always the first guy. So let's go.
All right. His first question is literally the top of the pile, so I'm going from top to bottom. What kind of are you expecting?
What kind of funding are you expecting? Will your TGE coincide with the airing of the show? Will you be shilling right as hard as right is shilling you back? What is your marketing strategy?
Yeah.
All right, guys, go.
Yeah. CMO. There you go.
JD.
Strategy.
Yeah. So, well, TGE will be like we said, it's gonna be before the show even starts, so you can already start seeing some results there. In terms of marketing, we're actually starting to, like this week, we started to push really, really hard ahead of TGE. I think the launch of a project, like it's like either make it or break it. It could be a really good project if you don't have a solid launch. It kind of sets you back quite a lot. So we're within a month of launch. We're working with a couple of agencies at the moment. We're connecting with a lot of communities. Just this week, we're like tapping into like 150 plus 1,000 Web3 communities. We're expecting like another 120 like alpha group leaders to start like engaging with Skillful. Part of our quest that I mentioned, they're getting quite hot because they know behind the scenes like what kind of rewards they can expect if they complete it. So that's something that I believe in a lot, is that in crypto the best way to start building a community and also build it quick is like you collaborate with other existing communities and you tap into that community and they become also part of your community. If you do that like quite a few times, you're gonna go and grow quite fast, and they're gonna have already something in common because they share similar interests with the other communities that are part of. So that's like a quickly way to go about the marketing strategy. Obviously, we have like the in-person events like MBX. We're going to be showing some stuff there. We're going to be showing stuff in the show about Shilling Ride. I was actually taking a look like last night at our page. I think all the last few posts were like about like ride stream, to be honest. So yeah, you can count on that. That we're gonna be Shilling Ride as well. Like we're excited for the show. We want to make it big. I'm really excited for the show, so I'm happy to collaborate as much as possible. We'll be doing that.
It's true because when you're big, we're big, and when you're big, you're it works both ways, doesn't it? When we're both succeeding, we want you to succeed, and you want us to succeed. So,
but
absolutely.
Skillful AI tweet was the biggest among all, right? So far,
I think so. Yeah, you're the most active. Your community is very active.
Very good using the biggest engagement. Right? I think, wow.
I love that community, man. They're quite engaged.
All right. Next question. Oh my God, Kezia again. Kezia again. Okay, but I think it's a good question.
Okay.
And I think this is a useful question. The second one. Could you please explain revenue model? I think it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. What kind of targets are you planning on hitting? Are you profitable? By when do you see yourself achieving that?
Okay, so very briefly, so the revenue model, there's gonna be obviously like subscription fees. There's gonna be like the minting fees, the subscription minting, all the transaction fees that are happening within the platform, that's going to be one of our sources of the revenue. There's going to be also a lot of B2B deals that are already starting to line up. Basically, they are not actually necessarily happening in the ecosystem, but it is revenue to Skillful AI itself, and then all the tools that they are going to be using as well. So basically, everything that's happening within the ecosystem is really are they going to be generating revenue. And in terms of profitability, that is very likely going to be achieved pretty early in our life cycle, meaning that towards the end of the year or early next year, we're already working on products that are going to be like Skillful AI products that can be used by, for example, other communities. I cannot share a lot on these as well, but we also have B2B deals coming that just your general delivering services or creating custom tools for certain companies, for example, AI solutions, something like that, that's also going to be powered by Skillful AI. So that's going to be a large chunk, and part of that we're going to be sharing with the stakers as well. That's what JD mentioned before. So if everything is going according to plan, pretty early, we're going to be able to be profitable here. And I think there was a last part of the question, but it's not. I don't see it anymore. So
I can pop it up.
Yeah. Kind of targets after planning on targets hitting after planning on TG. So the first large or main milestone, it's going to be releasing this builder. Hopefully it's going to happen not long after TG. We are completely on track on that, so that's going to be one of the large or the biggest milestones in terms of the platform, as Emmanuel mentioned. And then after that, it's basically just expanding. We have few things up in the sleeve for the later stages as well. We already started hiring for that. There could be even gaming, graphics, and along those lines, many other things that can be utilized in the ecosystem and on the platform as well, but also externally. So we're going to be giving lots of cool and, first of all, easy to use tools to our people to just make their life easier, I guess, in general.
That's the thing, this new generation of projects we're seeing in the crypto space, right? It's a real business, real revenues, you know what I'm saying? And real product. We've come a long way. And I think this is exactly the kind of stuff we wanted to have on the show, right? We didn't want the show to be a joke and a meme and laugh at crypto and all that stupid stuff. We want to show people that there's serious stuff going in here. We want to open their eyes and see that, we're really now coming into the mainstream, right? We have solutions that can actually come into the mainstream. And why not use a decentralized Web3 model where the community can earn and can get benefits from that and share in that revenue and support and grow together, right? And these models are coming up now. And that flywheel is so good, right? Because before they didn't have that. It's just basically a Ponzi. If you look at it, what's going on before. Right? But now it's real. There's a real flywheel. You come in, you invest, and now you feel like, hey, you know what? It feels like this project, if I'm going to be with it long term, there's actual real benefit. But in the past, if you stay long term, you're probably 90% down. That's the problem, right? But because they only had the initial hype and the excitement, and after that, there was really nothing. See, but you guys can keep building and building, and I know you have some big news coming up on the episode itself, right? So that's what we wanted to see, right? And that's why everyone, it's been so hard trying to get projects like this and others like that, because we really wanted to get the best of the best and bring them onto the show, so the world can see what is this next generation of crypto projects coming up, And I'm super excited to have the Skillful team in it, and be part of this. All right, so let's see what other questions there are.
Can I add something here before jumping to the next question? Because I really resonate with that comment that you just shared, and that's exactly the reason why we choose using NFTs for being like the key of all of our ecosystem. And as you may know, NFTs are kind of taboo right now. People spend like a lot of money in some nice images of monkeys, but then actually don't have like a real world application. And that's a little bit sad because NFTs and blockchain in general are a great technology, right? So we want actually to help increasing adoption, and the way that we can do that is actually to build real products that people will actually benefit and they will actually use in a daily basis. So that's why we decided to use NFTs to enable our whole ecosystem where people will actually own an NFT that actually has a bunch of use cases, and there will be a real market for trading that NFT. I just went to add that note.
Yeah. So real product, real use case, and when I first saw it, I was like, my God, this sounds hard. This sounds like this sounds difficult. You know, I mean, like not just building it difficult, but can I, as a user, you know, and I think that's why you wanted a very simple, easy drag and drop interface, so we don't feel intimidated. The concept sounded like, how am I supposed to do this? You know. Then when I started dragging, okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to really make it as simple as possible. I think that's, you know, like I tell all the projects, I use the show as an opportunity to showcase to people how simple it is. You know, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people who are interested in crypto, curious about it, curious about innovation in science, and they want to see this. You know, people who love investment shows as well. Of course, the Shark Tank crowd will love to come and watch this as well, right? So this is be a great opportunity for you guys. But can you let me know, like, and this is Casey's question, but Casey, I'm going to paraphrase your question. Who's going to be your target customer for your product?
So I would say that initially, as I said before, we are targeting actually both sides, non-technical users and also developers that will be able to build complex assistants. But let's focus initially on the non-technical users, because what we want to do is actually empower the average user with the blockchain and AI technologies, right? So I would say that the target for that is actually people that own or have developed certain skills as a marketer, a trader, an artist, because the beauty of AI and generative AI is that it is both a technology and an art in a sense. I was generating some NFTs images yesterday, and I realized that use the prompt that you are using for generating those images. That prompt itself, it's kind of like a poem. It itself contains a lot of art, and it has like a strong correlation with the quality of your image. So we are talking that there are people that they could not be maybe tech savvy, but they have the knowledge that could be embedded in these applications. So as I said, a marketer that knows how to write great articles, just by creating a prompt that is able to reflect that in the model, he will benefit a lot. He will be able to reach to grow its reach and just to have more exposure. So I would say that the main target is people that own certain skills, and through their experience, they have developed certain skills, but they just want to empower those skills with AI.
So then I can start using it because you've already used your skills to kind of train the AI to a certain level. And you talked about prompts, right? So you mean you're going to go beyond prompts, or I have to use the prompts to train the AI? Is that how it works?
Well, prompts are just the beginning, and what we are going to do with that is to provide users with a template that they will just need to fill certain spaces, so they don't have to do the heavy lifting. But prompts, as I said, is just the beginning. At the end of the day, the whole assistant will be a combination of custom prompts plus tools plus custom training, because the prompt itself is actually not related with the training directly. The training comes from the data, but then as you ensemble prompts, tools, and custom training, you actually are creating a custom assistant targeted for or customized for your needs.
You know, I'm old enough to remember games I used to play way back then. Those days, those games was all typing. You know that you could play a game and it's just text, and you just say, you give a prompt, and then the game will just kind of like evolve. The story of the game will evolve. It was basically just prompts. And when I see this now, it's like, yeah, we think prompts is actually the best way to do it, but I was feeling, because I remember what those games were before, it was all prompts in the beginning. This was way back. It was like, I'm showing my age, right? But it was really, really way back. It was just black and white, monochrome, and you just type stuff, and you're actually playing a game like an adventure game, but there's no graphics, nothing, just prompts, you know? But everything just started evolving really, really fast. And I suspect that, you know, it could go beyond that, because not everybody is good at doing prompts. You know, you really have to be good, like you say, a poet or a writer, or you need to know certain things, right? Like when I saw a friend of mine, and she is an artist, and she designs fashion and sneakers, and we were both trying to design stuff, and I tried it on the prompt. But when she did it, she did a prompt, and it was beautiful. The artwork that the AI came up with was so beautiful. I could not do what she did.
Exactly.
I just can't. You see?
Yeah.
So I think that's the gap you're trying to fill, right? Even though it's AI, but there's a gap between me and her, right? Because she is an artist, knows styles. She knows different concepts and styles and artists and themes and all that. And she could use all that. Like, who's this and what this style and what is this theme and who's that? It's in the style of this person. Like, I don't know who that person is, but she knows that.
Yeah.
You see? So I think that's the gap you guys are trying to fill, correct?
Exactly, and she will be she will be able to benefit from that knowledge that she has developed, that because those are real skills that she owns. So we want to empower her to monetize that knowledge instead of just taking that knowledge from her and just put it in the model and use it without her authorization.
Yeah. So for me, your tool and all the people who will be using your tool are, I call them the AI whisperers, because they will be able to extract the most out of the AI, and now I can use it and get it to that level which they can use it at. But if I just compete head to head with them, I can't get the AI to do that level, you know? So you're getting the AI whisperers to create stuff, and then I can use their stuff and they can monetize. So they're actually scaling up their knowledge in a way, right?
Yeah.
They're not actually doing any work. They just do it one time and they train the AI and that's it. So that's why I was so fascinated by the project. I was like, my God, this is insane, right? All that knowledge, I can put it in there, I can scale it. That's why I thought this is such a difficult project that you guys are working on. It's insanely complex, you know. Anyway, let's move on. Hey, Kenny, any other questions?
If there's any other ones that you guys see, if you look in the comments, you can actually see if there's one that takes your eye.
I see a brutal one. Should we address it?
If you want to do a brutal one, it's up to you. If you know.
Guys, are you okay with tough, brutal questions?
Would you mind to talk about the vesting schedule? I think that there is a question about that. I think
that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's one of them. Shall I bring that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it up. No. Not this one. Okay, talk about that one. Go ahead.
That one works. Yeah.
That one works. Yeah, it's the same thing. Because,
Okay, so we got a lot of heat for this, just even in the recent days. So in our tokenomics, and we got like lots of headaches and everything. But in general, our vesting schedule is pretty long. So the later we go and the higher the prices went from the initial like angel round and up to the IDO and everything. We got pretty long vesting. So from our angel round, and the tokenomics is either it is or it's going to be public. You can find it on the website as well. There's going to be we are going into like a 2 years and over, or up to 2 years, and then decreasing from that as the price is going up. So they were definitely planning for the long term. There is quite big general hype, but I think it's going to be much more in the future. I can't give away that much, but we also prepared for, we know that there's going to be an end to this cycle. We also prepared to bringing the right things to be able to work through that. And we're going to keep just adding and adding. And something that we didn't mention, that this platform is not going to stop evolving. So if anything is coming to the market, we are integrating all the tools that are worth to integrate. So either it might be payment gateways, might be AI tools, it might be certain engines, you name it, there's going to be available on the platform for the users to use it. So in that way, we are kind of evergreen. And then, yeah, this is what we are counting on. And there's also a lot of things that will be announced as we move forward. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we've kind of gone through all the questions, and since we started, the number of people that are tuning in has tripled.
Yeah.
So
I see the numbers going up. Yeah. So
Nice.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I think we're all super hyped about this project. We're so excited.
Yeah.
to have it.
I am.
So guys,
and also we are hyped about CryptoKnights, and I just have to say, just for like last thoughts, that you guys did a really good job in picking the projects as well. We are glad to be here, but also that we saw that you guys really got the best projects and the most promising projects and the best ideas there. So we're also looking forward to meeting them and, you know, hopefully learning from each other as well. So you guys did a great job, and we are glad to be part of this cool thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Thank you so much. It wasn't easy. There's more announcements coming up next week, right? And we'll really start ramping up the announcements of the projects which are going to be on the show throughout the whole month of May. And like I said, the reality filming will start. So we will be having a crew with these guys. You'll see where, and you'll find out more. So you'll get to know about these guys behind the scenes, see them joking around and laughing and having a good time, you know. So that's going to be really, really exciting. I think I'm getting some comments here that okay, so guys, if you want to see the real, I think just watch the replay of the AMA. Okay, I don't want to play it twice.
Yeah.
Just watch the replay. Just watch the replay. I think we're going to post up the replay of the sizzle reel. And to our communities, yes. The NFT sale, of course, you know, you will get the token drops. Don't worry. Okay, so take part in the NFT sales, right? Like I said, you know, we are trying our best to get the best projects out there. So that makes this show a little bit different. Okay, you get to see really the top projects in this space, how they're thinking and how they're trying to push the boundaries, and not just push boundaries in crypto, but also in their own verticals like AI, RWA and Deepin and all these really super exciting things. I was thinking of getting some meme coins in it, but we shot down that idea yesterday, right? Like, no, forget it. Like, it's not possible to find best ones, and no one wants to be doxxed. So we'll stick to the verticals which are killing it, verticals which are trending. And, you know, super excited to be working with you guys. Thanks for your time. I think we hit the 1 hour mark, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it, and have a good weekend coming up. And thanks to everyone for all the questions. Kezia, as usual, without you, we will have like 80% less questions, you know. So appreciate you. All right, Kenny, any last words?
No, but guys, what's the best place to keep up to date with Skillful AI?
I'd say our Twitter for sure. It's at SkillfulAI, and then from there we have Telegram and Discord. I'd say Discord is probably the most engaging one that we have right now. So like Twitter or Discord is the best place at the moment to get hold of the team. Our team is quite active there. You'll see Stanley from the reel. He pops us a lot in there. So yeah, welcome to join us.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And guys, if you want to keep up to date with everything Rightstream, again, you can go and hit us up on Rightstream_IO on Twitter and Rightstream on Telegram. Best place to get in contact with us and keep up to date with Right and the CryptoKnights.
Someone just asked me a question, that Rightstream and CryptoKnights, what's going on here? Rightstream is producing the show CryptoKnights. Okay? We are a production company. We've done a lot of shows. And we also distribute shows. We sell shows to Netflix and Amazon, all these guys. We talked about it in the beginning. Watch the replay. People are DMing me questions. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of DMs. All right.
They found you.
Watch the replay. It's Saturday night for me. It's Friday night for me. I was supposed to go out with my wife. I completely forgot that this AMA was on a Friday. So let's wrap up. Really enjoyed this time. Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, Zoltan, Emmanuel, JD. I really wish Stanley was here. Tell him I said hi. And we'll see you guys on Friday. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
weekend.
Take care.
So much.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you so much.